панства международного. Встретились 21 декабря 2019 года в 18:30 утра в предварительной матче на повестке дела Марка Метрополитана Владимира. Таким составом они никогда не играли. Легенда становится славной за участие.
Agreed to be here tonight with us. Let's go! Party is going on! Good afternoon, Stockholm. I am so much excited. Welcome to this magic island.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go. Yeah, I was building on a lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb big sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one shot, now the future is yours. Go! I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark to motivate and make the industry shake. We put the ball to the place. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is a teacher under pressure, now we blessed. We always go for the go. It's one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah. It's one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
And thank you, trainers, for teaching us how. And now I need you to know why you're doing this. I need you to know why you're doing it. I need you to be so definite in why you're doing this.
When I got that phone call, and I'm working 3 jobs, and I'm talking to a gentleman who's free. So I just say, all right.
When you talking about earn that per week, guys, you're talking about you choose how fast you want your funds to grow or where you want to put it. So
you just have to be put in the right situation to become the right element for someone else.
Why I love GS Partners is because my mom and dad are with me all the time. And let's be honest, we all have had ups and downs, and as in a company can make you, yes you, have more ups than downs. If we listen up to leaders, and we can all make money like the Willy Wonka and chocolate factory.
And one of the things in the world we see people shackled in debt and employment and all these different things that restrict us from living the life that God intended for us to live.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been blown away, and I'm already a member. I'm already spreading the love and sharing it with all my friends, my family, and my network.
Upset when they say no to you. So your attitude has to be everything. You got to use a sense of urgency in this business. You got to have that do it now attitude. You got to use a sense of urgency.
This is not a personal, take your personal business. You can say next.
It's not all about money, but everybody wants to find out for themselves.
They're trying to get people to sign up for GS Partners. You are going to be you. You are going to be the friend.
Experience what we're experiencing. If you choose to continue working 9 to 5,
make you some money while you sleeping. All right.
To be a part of this team, Team Freedom. We're like a family. Brother Kevin and Shelby.
Thank Kevin and Shelby for the opportunity to assist with such an amazing history-making event.
To the end. Because you need the freedom, not just financially, but you need your mind completely free.
Sponsor Kevin Tuitt for putting this amazing event on. Let's do that. Let's do that.
All right, family, greetings, everyone. How's everyone doing? Glad you can make it to this brand new Crypto Mornings. I'm your host for today, Fard MacD family, Supreme X, New Millennium Bankers, Fard Money Network, and we got a special treat for you today. We finna show on our platform a story, a testimony about how our blockchain business, our blockchain network saved my brother, my business partner, brother Ben X, financial life. We're going to show this. He added the other day, so we're going to replay it and show it today. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we also take a look at the cryptocurrency market. So we will do that because this is Crypto Morning. So let's take a look at the cryptocurrency market first before we get into the video. All right, the cryptocurrency market cap is still over $1 trillion. It increased by 0.39% over the last day. Bitcoin is trading at $25,908.06.30. Over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin is up 1%. Ethereum is trading at $1,631.51. Over the last 24 hours, Ethereum is up 0.43%. Binance is trading at $214.80. Over the last 24 hours, it is up 0.44%. And let's go and take a look at the G999 coin and see what our coin is doing on the market. All right, so it said we down, but I know we were just up on our platform. Yeah, we are. So let's go and look at our platform because CoinMarketCap doesn't have our exchange listed, and that's where the G999 is traded at the most. So we have to take a look at it when the numbers ain't matching up. So we are at a $60 million market cap with the G999 coin. We're up 1.30. We're up 1.1%. We're still less than a penny. So you can still get 1 penny. Take 1 penny and you can get you 2 G999 coins. All right, so let's get into it, family. So, but before I show this, family, I just want to say this. Documentation beats conversation. All right. Documentation beats conversation. There's a lot of people out here saying this and saying that with no proof. And they are causing a lot of people who's supposed to be so-called conscious, so-called woke to fall off. But we got documentation. And that's what we finna show you today. Just documentation. You're gonna let a man tell his own story about how Gold Standard Bank saved his financial life. We're gonna let him tell his own story. I don't have to tell it. He gonna tell it, right? He gonna let his wife tell the story. You understand? This is the power of documentation. People talk all day. Yeah. These same people that talking about something that could uplift us, they never talk about the Federal Reserve. They never talk about the central banks. They never talk about the United States dollar. Never. But that's who people are listening to. We're going to continue to do what we do because we not going to get sidetracked. We're going to keep our focus on the enemy, the synagogue of Satan, as the minister has been telling us for decades, is the Federal Reserve. Period. Nothing else. All right. It's because all of this new stuff going on and people trying this and trying that. It's because of the Federal Reserve that people are trying these things. That's why, because it's a tricked up, rigged up system that only upholds and makes the rich richer and makes the poor poor. That's what the Federal Reserve set up. That's what the so-called Zionist Jews set up. All right. So that being said, family, documentation beats conversation. So let's get into
Peace, family. It's your brother Ben X. Welcome to episode 3. This episode is going to talk about how we was able to go from less than $3,000 in the bank account to, where we are now. At that time, it made me vulnerable because I'm remarried, I have children, and I'm known already for this power. I already have a certain status. I'm making money, I'm impacting people, several testimonials, and now I'm in a position where I gotta go back to where I got less than $3,000 in my bank account. I'm already used to this lifestyle of having security, certain lifestyle, being able to get certain things, do certain things, invest certain things, and now I'm in a position where you ain't living like that no more. My expenses was nearly $10,000 a month at that time because I am covering multiple households. Obviously, I have gotten a divorce, but for the past 2 years, I have covered all of the expenses, all of the bills there. Just because I was a sole provider and given that time to get on her feet, and also for my children as she is transitioning and getting on her feet. So as a man, I just I never wanted my children to feel like because of what happened in the situation that I was no longer a provider or I no longer was there for them. So I've been covering multiple households. Right before my mom passed, if they needed anything, I ended up having to sell my BMW. I ended up selling my watch. I ended up selling quite a few things, man, just to make ends meet and buy me some time. Every month I was making it, nearly $10,000 a month. I was making it every single month. Literally in times where I had less than $3,000 in my bank account, that following month, I got to come up with almost $10,000. So it kind of took me back to, I think this was around 2018 through 2019 when I used to have $10 to my name and I would have 9 days left to pay the rent. Now, of course, my expenses was a lot lower at that time, but it put me back in that frame or that time period where I got to depend on God. Literally, I was making all this money. I'm doing what I'm doing. But it literally forced me to say, seek refuge in Allah.
In a world where dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation.
What's going on? Just want to make this video for documentation. When I make these videos, man, that I put on Facebook and YouTube, sharing my thoughts and ideas, my perspective, some advice I have, I'm not just talking to y'all. I'm talking to myself as well, because truth be told, I'm doing just as bad as some of you guys may be. So don't ever look at me like I'm perfect or I got it made already, so you can't relate to me. You really can't. Like I said before, I work a minimum wage job, 4 hours a day, so I'm not just really getting paid. So I really have to depend on trying to do for myself, trying to hustle, trying to get different things, trying to make things happen. And this month is probably going to be one of my hardest months. It's December 19th, and as you all know, rent is due on the 1st. I have $10 to my name at the moment. And I just got to figure out a way to do it. Not only do I have rent, I have a phone bill, got water bill, I have to pay the phone bill, insurance. So I got a lot of stuff I had to do, man, and I really got to hustle. And for y'all who personally know me, y'all know I work at a school, Black-owned school, and it's Christmas break. So the district is out on break. So there's no work for me. There's no way I can say, hey, can I get some extra hours? Or, hey, I know I'm finna work this week, so I'm gonna get some extra money. It's not gonna work like that. So I have to figure out some ways to make some money before the 1st. And I'm just gonna record that process, because I know a lot of people probably go through that same thing where they have no idea where the money coming from. But one thing I want to point out is not you pray for it, you talk to God about it, but after you talk to God and pray for it about it, you got to go work and get it. God does not work like I'm gonna sit home and pray, Lord, please, I just need this. I need this money, Lord. I really need your blessing, Lord. I need your miracle, Lord. Lord, I need you to come in and just provide me a way. See, that all sounds good. That sounds good in the church with the music in the background. That sounds good. It motivates you, but that's not how God works. You pray for it, and then you go get it. So I prayed about it. I listened to my music to give a spirit high, and then I'm just finna go work for it. So I'm gonna record that process for inspiration. As you know, man, I'm trying to share my story and my experiences for inspiration, so it can inspire y'all, so it can motivate y'all to do some of the same things, just so you can see, man, hey, I'm not the only one in this situation. So today, as you know, I'm a videographer, so I'm gonna go do a music video. That's gonna be some money there, and then hopefully I can do just a couple different more things, man, to just make money, make ends meet. And if I accomplish this, well, when I accomplish this, it'll inspire y'all to do it. Peace. And just God, he blessed me, man. So when I boast, man, I'm boasting in Allah. Like I said, man, this is amazing. This is so amazing, man, because I literally every month, I don't know where the money come from. I'm selling sticks. Y'all know I be selling cable stick, the fire stick. I'm selling sticks. I mean, I'm just doing the work, and that's what I mean by being it is. Being it is ain't just, okay, I want $100. I want $1,000 by the end of the month. And I said that, no, I want $1,000. I'm going to go work for it. And that's what I'm saying when I say be, I'm going to work for it, and that's going to be what I'm going to get. You've been depending on business partners. You've been depending on businesses to be successful. You've been depending on all these different avenues. Now I need you to depend on me. Now I need you to focus back. Not that I lost focus, but I need you to be in a position where you can't pull on nobody else but me, spiritually and mentally. That's why I had to have a lot of growth. And I study, guys, we talk about rising above emotions into the thinking of God, the struggle for balance, mixed feelings and controversy. All of those words that the minister gives us in the study, guys, literally lifted off the pages when I started to go through those trials. So there's a brother named Brother Supreme, and he had been promoting this program for over a year. I saw him promoting it on Facebook, even when we had our program. At the time of our program, I'm way too busy to even look at anybody else's program. I honestly wish I would have at that time, but, you know, God has his, ways of doing things and introducing things. So I'm in a space where, again, the courses is picking up, is doing okay, but I don't want to continue to depend on sales. Like, I'm going to always be doing sales. We're going to always be teaching digital real estate, but I didn't want to depend on that solely for bills, because, selling courses and you teaching people have its seasons, especially once a lot of people that already know you already got your course. It's like, okay, what's next? At that time, I didn't have like an ascension program where you get this, and then I got a 5,000, then I got a 10,000. Like, I didn't have that. Once you got digital real estate, that was what you needed. That was literally what I've done to make money online. So I didn't have these other programs per se so I wanted to have some passive income, and the brother had in his bio 4.15%. Now look at how God works. I would have known nothing about a percentage, about money, if I wasn't a part of the BWO and learn about the trading. Now, I was trying to learn trading and all that type of stuff. I was a student in there. Everybody knows that. I lost over $100,000 myself with my own money, just trying to learn how to trade and do that type of stuff. But I would have never understood what gaining by a percentage even meant if I wasn't in that program and was trying to learn binary trading and all that type of stuff. So when I saw 4.15% per week, I said, whoa, that's a pretty good percentage. Let me check this out. So I scheduled a Zoom call with the brother. He had a brother on named Brother Kevin 2X. Brother Kevin, as they call it, pop open the hood on me. And what that basically means is he showed me his back office. Hey, brother, he always says, not to overcook your grits, but here it is, like literally showing me the numbers. Not because a lot of people, man, when they get in these programs, these marketing programs, they'll tell you can make 6 figures or you could make 7 figures. Man, tell me what you making. So the brother showed me his back office, showed me how much money he was making. Them there's 6 figures a month. I say, man, I'm in.
Building a website should not be so hard and expensive. That's why I'm going to build a website in less than a minute for
alaikum.
Islam. Good to see you, brother.
Likewise. And I'm going to meet brother Mr. Dalco. Mr. Dalco is a brother who is literally earning multiple six figures per month. He might be at 7 figures, multiple 6 figures per month in this program. He is the brainchild behind even the idea of coming up with this marketing program. The great. What are you doing?
What's happening, my bro?
Brother Kevin, Mr. Dalco, and Brother Supreme, who we're going to meet. So when I say, man, I was watching this brother on Facebook for over a year. This is the brother right here that I have been watching, Brother Supreme, on Facebook, talk about the program, going live every day and all that. Brother Kevin is the brother who was on with him on the Zoom when they pretty much pop open the hood, if you will, to show me that back office, that 4.15. And this is the brother who also, when I say that around January fronted me to 10,000, I said, yeah, he making money if he can front me that 10. This is Mr. Dalco, who I always talk about, who is the brainchild of the technology, the marketing, coming up with the idea of that, and the brother who's always, down to earth when it comes to being in the Telegram. And although he got access to those who are at the top, he's always been that bridge to make sure if there's any problems with the tech, if I get a little scared and say, oh man, the program is down, he said, oh brother Ben, I got it. So this is the great Mr. Dalco as well that y'all see on the landing page.
You know I'm a great man. I'm sitting here with all these Muslims eating pork.
I'm also going to meet a brother named Brother David. So this is the great Brother David that I be talking about that's killing it on the blockchain, bringing in over 500,000. Brother David is who I brought in under me and is a big reason why I hit executive every single month, because I benefit from what he do under me. He brings in over 500,000 every single month. I'm not lying. Almost every single month, Brother David is bringing in over 500,000. I can only benefit 40%. I benefit from that, and he's a big part of why I'm hitting executive. So these three brothers are literally doing 6 figures, 7 figures a year. Brother Kevin and Brother Michael Dalco are doing literally 6 figures a month, verified. They may even show us their back office when we get there. Brother David is doing around $40,000 a month, and Brother Supreme is doing anywhere from between $20,000 and $30,000 a month as well, last time I checked. So these are literally the brothers that introduced me to this program. I have not met Mr. Dalco before, so I'm excited to meet him. But these are the brothers who close for me. Whenever I have any questions, they always answer the questions because they've been in longer than me. Mr. Dalco, I believe, is on the council team, so he actually can get access to the council and the people who actually run the program at any time. And he's always willing to come down, answer questions, and help us build our team. So it's going to be an exciting weekend to see the brothers and get to interview the brothers that is a part of literally what I have and what has been changing my life and my families.
Right on time to pay for the food, man.
Hey, we getting that 4.15, it'll cover.
And gratefully, our chairman of the board moved everything off the table and said, Mike, tell me, what do we need to do? He was open to listening, and that's what most times you don't have. Executive staff that's even willing. They just think they know. Now we got this. We got a different type of people on our team. Joseph Height and the crew, they different. And I believe that it comes from him starting from the bottom. He was a self-made billionaire. He didn't come from humble, he didn't come from wealth, He just happened to decide that he wanted a specific car and went to Germany and he bought it. When he bought it back to Croatia, and a multi-millionaire said, I like that car, I want to buy it from you. He said, it's not for sale. A couple of weeks later went by, he said, man, I like that car, I want to buy it from you. He said, it's not for sale. I just bought this for me. I designed this car specifically for me. And then a multi-millionaire said, I'll give you 3 times what you paid for it. Money always talk. Light bulb goes off and he says, well, wait a minute. Maybe it's something into this. Me going over there, getting the cars and bringing it back. And he started a business with it. That led from having exotic cars to having exotic boats. To, it just was levels to it. And then he ended up stumbling upon a deal that came to the table where a gentleman wanted one of his yachts, and it was a barter. He said, I'll give you this and this and this and this. And one of those thises was a plot of land. And that plot of land, when Mr. Height went to go mess with down, the guy didn't know what he had. He just knew he had some land. And when Mr. Height went to go and say, hey, I'm ready to go build on this or do whatever, come to find out, straight limestone. So now he ended up with marble, limestone, gold, all this in his own mines. So you talk about multi-millions overnight because of being at the right place at the right time with an opportunity. And that's what part of this does too. It lends you and puts you in place to certain people. It's the network. You can start making telephone calls and find anything that we need in our network, which is another part of what we talk about on Team Freedom, because it's not really about the money. It's about it not being about the money.
Your thought process when being first joined this passive income program?
What the hell? That was legit my first thought. I thought it was a scam. I'm so serious. I thought we were gonna lose everything because at the time we were already low on funds, and you know, at that point, I'm in hustle mode. He's in hustle mode, and so it's like, if nothing else, we got to at least pay the mortgage. So when we got like the lump sum of money from the policy from his mom, it was a little bit of a relief at first, you know, like, okay, we still gonna hustle, but now it's not do or die, you know. And I felt like just legit for 5 seconds it was comfortable, because I promise you it lasted for 5 seconds. Reason being is when the funds pretty much deposited into the account, we didn't know when it was going to happen. And so just one day I randomly checked the account and I'm like, oh, hey, we're good. I promise you, it had not been 5 minutes later. And I remember it was like close to New Year's time. I was in the firecracker store about to go and get some firecrackers for us to pop. And I looked back at the account 5 minutes later from the time I got in the car to the time I got in the store. Poof, everything was gone. I know you lying. I know you lying. And the crazy thing was that maybe like 15 minutes before that, he had told me that, you know, the funds had cleared, all that, whatever. And he just sent a single text message and was like, it's showtime. I'm like, well, what is that supposed to mean? What does that mean? Like, what is... Yeah, so I found out in a very rude way that that's what it's showtime. And he legit just took all of it and dumped it into the program. But that's been that. He's always been that way. He's always done that. And I've supported him. It's just like, you know, at that time, with it being crunch time for us, I'm like, I'm not really ready to take any risks like that. I mean, maybe a little bit, but everything, he put it all in there. And it turned out to be a really great thing. And I'm glad that he did it, to be honest with you. I didn't give him any pushback. I was scared, honestly. But I believed in him. It was just very nerve-wracking to see the account going from 0, 0, 0, 0 to actual zero. It's like, bro, now what we gonna do?
Let's go. So Continental Executive asked me to do $300,000 in volume in a 30-day span. Let's start it all. Continental Executive, 6 active participants in the front line. So you now come to the stage and we recognize you. We got my brother BNX, 29 years young, Team Freedom, Crown Round.
Congrats, my brother.
Talking about.
Who's in the lead?
Wait, I thought you were hosting your own streaming party. Oh, what is?
All right, man. So we're at the hotel. Brother Supreme is on the way. We got a brother who put in $14,000 and said that he isn't seeing any weekly returns. I'm more than sure he probably just doesn't know how to check his certificates and see, you know, what he's earning. So we're going to try to help him out real quick before we have to leave. We have a meet and greet today between 3 and 5. So just trying to put out this fire real quick before we get up out of here. Yeah, so right here it says you are currently logged in as a customer. Your account has limited funds. So basically you don't have you're not a member. Member means you're paying your $33 a month. This is where you can get a discount on your withdrawal fees. And this is also where you can sign somebody up and get paid for it as well. So we can exit that out. I just want to explain what that meant by you're not currently a member, you're just a customer. But yeah, but let's exit out of this because we got to leave the hotel soon. So I want to see what's your certificates. You can exit out of that. Elemental. What did you put in here? No, scroll down. Yeah, you don't have, I don't see anything on your account. But you never actually bought a certificate. See, like that's $456 right there. You can either withdraw or compound. Go back, scroll down, go to the second one. Yep, right there. And then you have another 456. So you got probably thousands of dollars right here just sitting in your account. So every week, all you got to do is come down to Olympus Series and you have to hit withdraw or compound. Now, that's not stopping your money from growing. Obviously, you're supposed to get $41.50. So now you see you got 456 each certificate. So every time that you come in, you have to hit withdraw or compound. Once you withdraw it, if you want to take it out of your account, you'll hit withdraw, and then you will have to it'll withdraw in G Euro, and then you have to convert it into USDT, send it to your Coinbase account or your exchange, and then take it out. Or if you just growing this account just to compound it, you can come here and hit compound every week as well. But you got thousands of dollars just sitting here on your account. So that's a good problem with this program. You don't know what you're doing. The money just continues to rise. So he's supposed to have $41.50 is what he's supposed to be able to withdraw every week. And because he hasn't been withdrawing each certificate that he literally has $456 that he's going to be able to withdraw, as I assumed.
I would like to see at least 100 millionaires among the Muslims. Can't be around here, poor. I want to see rich Muslims. And if you obey Allah, there's no reason why you can't make a business successful. You just have to get up and stop being lazy and trifling.
And great wealth is obtained by the people who usher in an era.
Hello. Say money. Money.
So I guess the meet and greet is everybody just standing outside. I thought we were gonna be going in or something. I guess everybody is meeting and greeting.
Exactly.
My mentor, Mr. Nate Harris, is right here on the front. Without one of you guys would not be in this room, and he had called me back in November 7th. He teaches this thing real hard. You gotta be in the front of a wave. You don't want to be in the middle of the wave or the back of the wave. You want to be in the front of a wave. And he said, it's really funny. I'm going to do it like he does it. Y'all don't laugh at me because I don't look as handsome as him. So I'm going to look a little goofy when I do it, but you need to see this. He said, if you want to make a lot of money, find a stream where a lot of money is flowing and jump in front of it. That's what he's talking. I'm going to go over here and talk on this side because y'all can chill. You can work for money, or money can work for you. Y'all learn from him. I'm gonna get y'all on the other side. You can work for money, or money can work for you.
So this is day 2 of the event. Today we're gonna be just doing some training, man, showing all of the brothers and sisters how to market, how to close, how to introduce the program. Man, come on this side. I wanted to address the people who say, well, man, I don't have a lot of money to start, which may be true, but what we want to look at is, if we don't have the resources, we want to become resourceful. So there's two ways to earn money in the program. The first way is, of course, making money off of your CDs, if you will. Certificate of deposits is what you would probably know it as, but it's on the blockchain. So of course you can make money off your own money being put to work at that fixed rate of return every week. However, there is a commission side. So you may not have the money, but you got access to hundreds of people. You may say, well, I don't know that many people that's moving like that. They got money to do it. Well, go introduce yourself to other people. See, life is about, man, becoming valuable, creating a relationship, introducing yourself, just doing something. Like, it's not about what you don't have. If you don't have it, go to the gym. What I always recommend, go to a different neighborhood and go to a restaurant, dress nice. If you can't afford the meal, get you a glass of water or eat before you go and just introduce yourself. Hey man, what do you do? When you ask somebody what do they do, naturally, what's the natural response going to be for them? Well, what do you do? Oh man, I work for this company, man. We help people earn a fixed rate of return every week on their money. Oh man, what's that about? Now, you don't have to be the one who do the presentation. You can give them your card, lead them to the Zoom call, let Mr. Dalco, let Brother Supreme, Brother Kevin, whomever is doing the presentation, close them for you. So there's no excuses not to be a part of this program because it has an affiliate program to it. My first big chunk of money when I was in college was literally network marketing as well. It was MCA, Motor Club of America, similar to AAA. They had roadside assistance. Every time I signed somebody up for $40, I got paid $80. Well, I didn't have no money per se to start that. I just had a mouthpiece. I had social media, and I was willing to introduce myself to people. So when you got a valuable product like this, millions of dollars is all around you. You know how many people have hundreds of thousands of dollars but don't really know where to put it? You know how many people are making $5,000 to $10,000 a month and don't know what to do with the excess cash to earn it? I was that person, literally making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and just the money's coming in, the money is good, but I didn't have nowhere to put it where I can make that type of money passively. So this program, because of how the program runs, makes it very easy to sell. You just need to know how to explain it properly, be clear, and that's all you need. So imagine, I talked to this lady yesterday. She said that she introduced it to somebody. I think they put maybe $20,000 to $50,000 in, something like that. She made $1,600 in one day off one commission. Now she takes that $1,600 and she can buy now a certificate and start making that residual weekly income off of the $1,600 commission. So she didn't complain and say, I ain't got $1,000. She went out and earned it. And you can do the same thing.
You know. Yes, sir. Alhamdulillah. It's the return of the gods. Look. Born for everything that I'm doing. Just know I know that. Yeah. The devil want me off of my post, but I'ma hold that. They think they know me just because they follow me on the gram. I got a side to put the fear of God in me, but I don't show that.
Going toward my goal of making $10,000 a month became $12,000 a week.
Olivia Rodrigo performs live at music's most iconic night, the VMAs, this Tuesday at 8 on MTV.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped.
A beautiful platform. It has literally saved my financial life. It's not that I wasn't making money, but I had some things that went wrong in my past business. And one of the guys was like, man, you know, everybody who's not working with me no more, man, they not making the same money that they was making. And I never said anything back to the tweet that I saw. But man, now I'm making over $500,000 and I ain't even gotta go to work, clock in, and sell, man. That's all massive. And so, as y'all always say, it's not about the money. My mission is to give life to the dead as a student of the Honorable Minister Parker. And that's mentally and spiritually. And now when I get up, I don't have to get up to serve the B word. I get up and serve the G word, which is God, because I ain't got to worry about the money.
Because this for me have become a resurrection of the dead. Now I have a tool where I can go to Killer Mike, I can go to Snoop Dogg, can go to Nick Cannon and show them how to get their families out of their pocket. That now they can get these certificates and make money for their family while their principal is still in their own pocket. I just want to say to you, the courtship for me and GS Partners is over. I want to get married right now. The science of business. If we get into this, we can change the reality under which we live.
My name is Al Murray. I've been with the company since it started December 1 of 2020. It's been an incredible time. Well, we're ambassadors right now and pushing for Crown. And I was introduced by none other than the good Mr. Michael Dalco. This was something that I almost did not want to do in the beginning, but he just would not let me not get involved with this, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I've never made so much, so fast, and it's just an incredible thing because we're able to help so many other people do the thing. It's not just one of us that are enjoying ourselves, having fun, and growing our money, but we're able to help so many people to do the same thing.
I really needed to have my money, make money, and as I said, we were in another company, and that kind of ended. So when we started this one, I saw the value of the certificates. This is the best thing I have ever done in my life. The very best. I'm making more money now than when I was working, and I'm retired from the United States Postal Service, and I make more money than my retirement with these certificates. So I want to tell all seniors, do not be afraid of this company. Don't be afraid of cryptocurrency. Don't be afraid of any of this because it's real.
What's your name? David Jennings. I've been with GS Partners since December 2022. Rank right now in the company, International Executive. International Executive basically means that you're doing upwards of 600,000 of your network savings, IULs, cash, wherever you have value, up to 600,000. Been a mortgage broker for 25 years. I've been a real estate broker for 25 years and an independent escrow owner for 7 years. So I was looking for an alternative because the interest rates went up. Interest rates went up to almost 7%. So a lot of my investors, they were holding on to their capital. They didn't want to get into the real estate market because it was too volatile. So I needed to not really reinvent myself, but find an alternative so I could have them get back into the rat race. So GS Partners was the perfect opportunity for that. But before I did that, I had to vet the company. So what I did back in January is I flew to Seychelles, Africa to meet the chairman, Joseph Haidt. I met Alexander Ofke, the CEO of SkyGround, and he's the former CEO of BD Swiss. So once I met those guys and I met a lot of the principals, I was able to come back to my network, my clients, and basically give them more value. So they just started coming out in droves because what we were doing at the time was giving people 4.15% per week. Now we're giving upwards of 22% per week.
CC Mahone. I've been with the company since 2020, December 2020.
What's your rank in the company right now?
Executive. That means my team acquired over $100,000 in 30 days. My life has changed and I have the ability to change the future for my children's children. The people that I know now that are part of my life would never have been in my life if it hadn't been for this opportunity. And we're living life together. We're growing together, we're experiencing together, and we're sharing with everyone who will listen.
Bill Gates is one of the most influential, prolific influencers in all social media. Here's the part that you really need to clap for. And I'm going to hurry up and shut up because I'm so excited. Here's the part you need to really clap for. He's here. On the front row, in the same company you're in. Okay, in case you were wondering whether I'm in the right company, bam. At 29 years old, Ben has a thing. He said, I'm just checking it out. I'm just testing it out. I'm just trying to see if you're a big deal or not. Ben, what's your Is it okay if you give me a passive income? This favorite word, passive. It's passive. You know, business, he ain't Continental Executive. Did you hear him answer yet? Okay, Continental Executive, he accidentally hit Continental because he's not really trying to build. He's such an influencer, he puts a link on his Instagram and people sign up. He sponsors like 300 people. Right? What is your passive income per month?
They call me freak, they call me Waz.
Oh my God! Let me hear it. He said about, be quiet so you don't miss this. He said his passion from the certificate is about 60,000. That's a next level for the business.
Initially, I think we began to communicate around the end of the fall of BWO. And at the time, we were only communicating like, what is the word? Like in a kosher space, if you will. And I could just tell that he was like really down about what was going on business-wise, but we didn't know each other well enough for him to spill the beans to me and just tell me everything.
I felt stuck. Because I can't really speak out like I want to speak out and say, hey, no, it was this, and this, because then that'll be messy. You know, I'm not moving like that. So I got to kind of bite my tongue.
As we got more comfortable with each other, he began to like let me in just a little bit on what was going on. It was a little uneasy to watch because I'm an outsider looking in. And so to see his platform and to see him on Instagram and know who he is and then know what's going on behind the scenes and seeing him put on this smile still. For one, that just let me know you really don't know what people are going through and you don't know what's going on. And a lot of times the happiness and the joy and the glitz and glamour that we see on social media, there's a lot behind it and there's a lot it takes to be able to give that image. But not only that image, but in the midst of all that, he still is educating people and letting them know without necessarily directly letting them know what's going on. You know, hey, this is what you need to look out for business-wise.
I'm always one who's transparent and tells my story. So, you know, I still told the story from what happened with me or my perspective without throwing anybody else under the mud per se by mentioning names and going into some stuff I could have went in. So even that was a difficult thing, like bottling that up. I'm angry, I'm upset. I'm irritated. I feel, I got to get my own justice.
As things progressed between he and I, he let me in on a little bit more. And then the whole, I don't know if I can say the company name, but like come to an end shortly after BWO. It's like, you just can't get a break. And it's just like back-to-back hits.
Things falling down. I'm losing relationships. I'm losing equity. I'm losing money. I'm owed money. It was a lot.
For me, I'm sitting back like, I don't know how to help you. All I can really do is like hope that you take advice from me in the means of like meditation, journal, like, do things that are healthy outlets.
But honestly, for me, I was grateful for it because I was able to show her that I can rebuild it from nothing. It's easy to get with a man who already has something, but I can know your motive and who you really are when you see me at my lowest. And with her being able to be there right after I'm going through all that I'm going through with my business, and she was able to feed me mentally. It was a lot of mental support that I needed. Mentally, man, I was all over the place, man, thinking about betrayal, thinking about money, thinking about just everything that I was losing at that time, especially in the midst of that, losing my mom, who was literally the root of me starting to be an entrepreneur.
This to date is probably the hardest thing I've had to do. This is my first baby, and in a short time frame, we have done a lot. We've covered a lot of ground.
So it was a trial, man. It was difficult. It took some communication. It took some tough conversations.
We've experienced some lows, we've experienced some highs, and it's not showing any signs of slowing up anytime soon. And you learn to roll with the punches. And honestly, when he and I got married, I knew what I was getting myself into. I thought I did, at least. But now here I am, a baby, 3 bonus babies, a husband, this big old house, 2 dogs. I had to take a step away from my own business because it was a lot, having to help him with getting his finances in order, helping with, running his emails for a time. I was the one booking all of his events that he had. I was the one communicating with everybody.
It's a pretty good percentage.
The company that he's with now that has been around. Like, he just wasn't introduced to it until he was ready for it. And it literally came at the perfect time. When I say the perfect time, it couldn't have been more on time. He's done with ABS. He's done with BWO. He's down to his last. He don't want to rely on sales anymore. He's having all of these manifestations. We're having to hustle. But in the same time, we're like, we don't want this to be our day-to-day. We don't want to have to depend on, I have 6 clients, I have 10 clients, I have 12 clients. And if I don't get these clients, then we don't eat. We don't want that, because at the end of the day, we feel like we deserve to be able to make money and not have to work for it. And the minute that his energy, my energy, and our steps aligned with that, it came, immediately came. So it's been an amazing thing to experience, to be able to see him in that light before, knowing what he's capable of. Him not necessarily 100% believing in himself, but God creating every single obstacle necessary for you to not only believe in yourself, but for that to be the only thing that you bet on. So, yeah, I'm just, innocent bystander.
I was like, man, I couldn't believe it for real at first. Picture, please. Excuse me, brother. Can you take a picture of me, please?
I'm ready. Yes, sir.
King in the building, man.
How you doing?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
What's up to you? You ain't know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
Yes, sir. Of course, I know who you are.
My man.
Yes, sir. Hey, that brother right there sent, when I was growing, he sent me a laptop whenever my stuff was messing up. Sir?
Say salute to you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. What up? What up? Amen.
Congratulations. Great. In closing, I know you're busy, but in closing, what do you want your legacy to be?
Man, I want my legacy to be that I gave life to the dead, mentally and spiritually. Any information that I had that was able to impact people, I was able to share it in a creative way that made it relatable for the average person. Everybody didn't go to college. I dropped out of college. Everybody didn't graduate high school. So my goal is to be able to break down this complex knowledge in a way for us to understand. And actually what you're doing, to me, is a part of my mission, which is giving that information. Generational wealth to me is more than just having the actual private bank itself or having the trust itself, but having the knowledge. Because if I got it and I pass it down to my son who don't even know what it is, then it's really unusable. I can have real estate, I can have properties, I can have digital assets, but if my son or my daughter don't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to carry it on, they're gonna lose it. And what legacy is that? Thank you.
All right, family. So you heard it from the man. You heard it from the people that been doing this. You heard from his wife, right? So you heard it. Documentation beats conversation. All right. We got proof. All our stuff is documented and powered by the blockchain. People need to get educated by the blockchain because the blockchain brings everything that's in the financial world and the physical world to the digital world, but it's transparent, it's unhackable, and it's public data, public ledger, where you can go and see all of the transactions that's happened. That's why we are confident. We're not confident in GS Partners per se. We are confident in the technology that is provided by GS Partners, and that's the blockchain, family. So, family, tap in, get with the person that shared this with you, or you can book us at www.forwardmoney.net. You can go to www.forwardmoney.info and see more about what we are doing, because we are about three things. We have a whole team rich mentality. So we trying to take as many people to financial freedom as possible. And we also are about saving lives. And we're about making money. That's it, right? That's the code. That's what we're about, family. So with that being said, family, thank y'all for tuning in. And we will see y'all Monday morning with a brand new Crypto Morning. Please get this, share this out. Documentation beats conversation any day of the world. We got proof. Do they got proof about us? They ain't got no proof. They only got talk. So, right, we got documented proof, actual facts. That's what we live on. That's what we stand on. We out of here, family.